Welcome everybody, welcome to the Christmas special here on the Sigma Prepper channel with your host, Andy, the Sigma Prepper. Thank you everyone for joining me, I really appreciate you all being here. And yes, what can I say? I know it's a busy old time of year for everyone. I was rushing around getting their lastminute.com Christmas presents and everything like that. So don't let me get in the way of that, but it's great to catch up with you, fine Wolfpack, and to be able to share this time with each other before going into Christmas. And hoping and wishing everybody having the best Christmas this year. And an awesome new year. We've got lots of stuff coming up today here on the live show for preppers, the Prepper Live Show. So this has kind of got the kind of lineup we've got up for you. So we've got a welcome and intro. We'll be getting into Sigma Mindset Quotes. Thank you to those that have submitted your quotes over on a Discord server. The links to all the things I'm going to talk about is in the description, including a link to the Discord server where you can basically join for free and enjoy the community. Into the SHTF Intel report that we'll do, and then we'll have some memes within that as well. Again, thank you to those that submitted memes over on Discord server. We'll be showing some of those tonight in the SHTF Intel report. As soon as we come out of that, we're into our show favourite, the Sigma Prepper quiz. Yes, we've got 7 survival questions ready for you tonight. Test your preparedness and survival knowledge and see if we can get an awesome 7 out of 7 ultimate win tonight. That's the plan, so let's hold tight for that then. Coming up after the SHTF Intel Sigma Prepper quiz, 7 questions, opportunity to be super flexed in front of everyone if you win. And then we got Prepper's Progress. We'll see what we've had sent in, if anything. If not, I've got some stuff to show you anyway, some of my progress as a prepper and things I've been working on. So I'll give you a quick flash of that. And then, of course, into maybe an after party. It depends because the timing's a bit difficult. As I said, everyone's got so many things they're trying to cram into the last few days before Christmas, and I haven't done anything yet. I've signed my name on some Christmas cards. That's about it so far. So I can't hang around too long myself. So thank you everyone for joining me. I do appreciate it. We've got a big lineup in store for you tonight, and we'll try and. So yes, thank you, Days of I was saying your stage is looking festive. Yes, we're in the Magic Christmas Forest tonight, and the Magic Christmas Forest, and of course we're as festive as we can get. Cool Sigma up there with his hat on, so we're all good in the hood. And again, thank you to everyone who's joined us, including Daily Survival, the moderator of all moderators in the house tonight. Thank you for feeding everybody with the links, including tonight we got a VIP discount running as well for the hotspot, the offline, off-grid backup internet system, which gives you access to Wikipedia, survival guides, videos from Canadian Prepper and all sorts, even with the grid down and even with no internet. So links for that is in the description. You'll see other videos on my channel promoting that. So thank you to Daily Survival for keeping us fed with the links. Happy Christmas, Sandy. Great to see you. Another one of our moderators, of course, All American Prepper. Great to see you, man. And hope you're having a good time. And good to see Crypto Sam in the house with us as well today. And let's see if we can scoot down. Who else we got? Miss Worm as well. Merry Christmas, Miss Worm. Lovely to see you. And for those that missed it, I did an SHTF Intel report yesterday. So if you missed that, feel free to check in with that after tonight's show. Over on the Discord server, this is kind of what it looks like. This is on the announcements room. So you'll see this was the show yesterday, the 21st of December. Just a live global update and stuff. And of course, this is the show that I've just scheduled today. So if you don't get a notification from YouTube, as they very rarely put out, even if you do the bell, all notifications, then at least on Discord you'll get notifications before an event or before a live show. So, and of course the main hangout, you got the Sigma quotes, you got the Sigma memes. This is where you basically get your memes in there to share, and that's how you end up getting them shown on the show. So thank you to those that have already submitted their memes and quotes. We've got a good lineup for you tonight. And yeah, so let me first say happy holidays, everybody, and to all preppers and non-preppers and Sigma personalities alike. Love to you all, and wish you a happy Christmas, happy holidays. Cheers, everybody. So, a few things I need to just open up quickly. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's show. Please do check in with it if you missed it. It will be on the channel. Let's have a look. What do I need to open up? I need to get a few photos rocking. And I need to make sure we are okay and everything is healthy. Danger Bob is here. What an absolute superstar. Everybody shall kneel before Nilby Forth, good to see you online. Thank you so much, Danger Bob. And again, we were online last night, and of course tomorrow night as well on the other channel. I'll be doing the Ultimate Live Show there. So we've got lots coming up, and I'm ram-packed trying to get everything crammed in and done. But Merry Crimble, like it. So what we got first of all then, I guess, let's check with the agenda because there's so much rocking about. So we're going to be getting into the Sigma Mindset Quotes to get things started off, and so we can start feeling it and getting into kind of a zone. And again, if you wanted to submit your quotes and have them shown on one of our live shows, and of course you can do that over on Discord. It's a great way to share your favorite quotes. So these are the ones that I've had submitted. Let's check them out and see who they're from. Don't know what that funny shutter thing was. I've just actually rewritten the show tonight and reconfigured some of the scenes, just so you know, more to do with the this whole quote section. So I should have checked that before. But yeah, we're all good. Let's just put that back to how it should be. Okie dokie. So Sigma Mindset Quotes for those who are new here. Are you a Sigma type? Sigma personalities. You know, you got your beta personality, your alpha, and then you've got the Sigma personality, which is more independent, all about personal development, self-reliance, and skill set building. That's what makes a Sigma personality. So, hence being given the term the independent type, you know, independent from the herd, the sort of lone wolf type thing, hence the branding for the Sigma wolf. So that's what it's all about. And of course, good mindset sort of things to keep yourself on a positive path. First one coming in from Sandy, one of our moderators. Thank you so much for sending this in, and VIPs. It should be VIP in brackets, shouldn't it? Naughty me. The 6 best doctors: sunshine, water, rest, air, exercise, and diet. That's from Wayne Fields. That's a good one, that, because I'll tell you what, a lot of people are telling me how ill they're feeling and how low they're feeling in terms of motivational levels and just wanting to even get out of bed in the morning, right? So I think this is going to be relevant for a lot of people because Lich, 6 best doctors: sunshine, water, rest, air, exercise, and diet. Not getting much sunshine at the moment as it is because of, obviously, yesterday was the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year with the least amount of sunshine. So that's already not a good look, right? And I get affected big time by that whole sad syndrome thing from not having any sunlight. So I know that's definitely a thing. And of course, water, we all know the rule of 3s, don't we? Then 3 minutes without air, the 3 hours without shelter, the 3 days without water, and the 3 weeks without food. So they're all the things that will log you out of the admin the quickest. So definitely always need water, and of course rest. A lot of people don't feel like they're getting much of that at the moment with the way they're rushing about and trying to make ends meet, doing 3, 4, 5 jobs and stuff like that. So, and while you're doing all that, there's not much time for exercise, is it? Let alone the diet nowadays. Even when you're trying to buy stuff that's good for you, it's virtually impossible because everything is geoengineered and bioengineered and goodness knows what. And if it's not that, it's got some nasty covering on the peel of the fruit, if you know what I mean, to contend with as well. So we got it coming from all sides. It's almost impossible to stay healthy. But thank you so much, Sandy, for sending this one. I like it. Next one in for daily survival. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Like it. Joshua J. Marine, that one's buys, but thank you, Daily Survival, again, one of our moderators, and VIPs. Again, should have VIP in brackets. But thank you so much for your quote. Really appreciate that one. And great one to share. Boom. Streamlabs.com, Danger Bob, and then you can put a message that will pop up on the screen and stuff, yeah? Hold on, I can't even see the message. Let's get through these. Yeah, challenges are what make life interesting. Overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. So that's from Daily Survival. Really appreciate that. And next up is from Purple Flurple. I'm not sure if she's made it in here today yet, live with us in the chat. But yeah, the highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. How many people are going to be surrounded by family members and acquaintances and stuff this Christmas and just know already they're going to be sitting there thinking this same thing? The highest form of ignorance is when you reject something you don't know anything about. Because I know every one of us watching this and here tonight and this evening and this afternoon, depending on where in the world you are, I know you've all felt that feeling of how people can just reject something out of complete ignorance and they don't even know anything about it. And you just think, wow, where is your curiosity? Yeah. I mean, where is it, right? Because that's all it requires, isn't it? Right? It's just to be a little bit skeptical, a little bit curious, right? To want to know the score. And the most frustrating thing and the most ignorant thing is when they just reject it without even want to hear what it's about, you know? It's amazing. So let us know in the chat if you felt that. And if you feel like you're going to be feeling that on Christmas Day with your family, trying to even barely talk about any topic that isn't the weather or what happened on the latest TV series on Netflix recently, right? I mean, unless you, or who won what ball game at the weekend, right? I mean, unless you're willing to stay on that path and not deviate at all outside of those mainstream bullshit topics that no one really cares about, it's just an excuse to avoid the real topics that people are too scared to talk about. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So if you want to share your favorite quotes, please jump over onto the Discord server and do that on the Sigma Quotes section of it. And again, you'll see that on the left hand side in the Discord server. There's lots of different rooms set up and of course all little icons. So look for the brain icon, that's the Sigma Quotes. Share your thoughts, share what makes your brain tick, and I'd love to see your quotes and I'd love to share them with our Wolfpack community here as well. So thank you so much to those that sent in the quotes for this week's special Christmas special quote section. So thank you so much, everyone. Let's get back to the main show. Let's do it. Thank you again. Discord's the place to add them. Oh dear. I just nearly had a massive sneezing fit. Oh, thank you so much. And I don't feel ill or anything like that. And what I got to say, a big, massive super thank you to Danger Bob. He said he sent a Christmas gift to my other PayPal and not the Sigma Prepper one. For those that are interested, if you did streamlabs.com the links in description / Sigma Prepper, streamlabs.com / Sigma Prepper, you can put a message in there and that goes directly through without anyone taking any commission or fees out, which is pretty cool. And you can put your message up here with a notification for some flex. But thank you so very much to Danger Bob, who behind the scenes and without anybody knowing, been super duper main man. He's been such a great support of the channel, and you'll see him actually as another, on a list of the VIP. So thank you so very much, Danger Bob. And in terms of those that have helped to support this channel so far, we really must say a big thank you to those that have helped that to happen. Because I am 100% independent, with no sponsors, no networks, no paid adverts. There's no monetization here on this YouTube channel, and of course no external funding, no affiliates or partners, no nothing. But it's okay, because there is a way to help to keep me alive on this show, which is a bit of a stretch at the moment. But these are the ways you can help. Here's the Streamlabs one. It's the best one to go for because it goes straight into here and you get to put the message in there. So it's almost like doing a super chat on YouTube, even though YouTube won't let me do super chats yet, right? So that's cool. And of course, those that are supporting on Patreon is a lovely way to support the channel. It really does help. Every little helps at this point in time. And I know everyone's short and everyone's feeling poor at the moment, but it is a great way to support the channel, of course, with the after parties, the major 15% discount on all survival gear products and more. Can you afford not to be one of these people here? What an absolute wonderful bunch. Thank you to each and every one of you helping us the way you've done along the way. And I'm sure this list needs to be updated. I think there's some people who have been struggling to I mean, you can support me from as little as $6 a month, which I think is like 25 cents a day or something like that. But thank you to these fine people who have helped this channel to survive until now. And, thank you really. What more can I say? You've been an absolute wonderful, wonderful bunch. So, of course, if you'd like to help out, these are the ways you can do it. All links are in description if you'd like to help out. And, of course, if the best you can do is to just hit the like button, really appreciate that as well. It's a great way to make sure we can keep this channel alive. Thank you to everyone. Really appreciate it. Cheers, everyone. Wow, what such a wonderful bunch you are, I'll tell you what. Yeah, absolutely. And I love the support everyone gives, the people who give support. Yeah, it's really lovely. So thank you everyone for being such a great crew. Check it out. Amanda Drinks joined us as well. All fine. Definitely more fine now you're here, Amanda. And thank you again so much, Danger Bob. I'm really looking forward to having a one-to-one with you, dude. I did send a few messages out. I appreciate you've had some shit going on yourself. So, do you like the bow tie then, Danger Bob, to you? What do you think? Do you know what? Between you and me, don't tell anyone else, Danger Bob, but between you and me, I actually borrowed this off my son, my 15-year-old son, who ironically had his own Christmas party with his army cadets that he does. And so he had this for his Christmas party. And I wasn't sure what I'd go with tonight. And he was like, I don't really want to do the black shirt and black tie, usual Sigma Prepper uniform. So I thought maybe I'll do a white shirt. I thought, no, I don't know about that. And then I thought, oh, maybe bow tie. So I said to my son, dude, sort me out, hook me up, son. So thank you very much, son, for hooking me up with the bow tie. Oh, sneaky Christmas trees. There's Tonette in the house as well. Great to see you. What an absolute star. And thank you for being here. Next to my computer, icing cookies. Love it. I love it. So thank you for sharing with us. And Kaza as well is with us. Lovely to see you, Kaza. And I'm sure everyone will be welcoming you in the house, which is such a great bunch here. Thank you for being such a wonderful community of people who care about preparedness, survival, and just all out, just being there for each other, right? It's super important. That's what this is all about. It's to have that community of people we can sort of fall back on, we can ask advice from, and there's always somebody as part of this Sigma Prepper crew who's been through what you're being through, or going to buy, have already bought the thing that you're thinking about investing in, and can tell you all about it. And the best place to hook up with everybody is over on the Discord server. It's open to everyone, and it's a great place to make friends and stuff. So I would strongly recommend getting yourself joined up over there. There's the main hangout, look, and then you've got all these rooms. Now these crown ones are the VIP rooms for Patreon members, which is like secret access stuff, and that's where we have our after parties and talk about things. I noticed there's a couple of new posts here on the SHTF themed movies, so thank you for those that have been adding in your SHTF themed movies. I'll tell you one that should be on there, of course, is the new one that everyone's talking about on Netflix, the oh no, I'm going to completely forget what it's called. What's that new Netflix one? Not Beyond Tomorrow. What is it? You'll let me know. But anyway, so things like that you can add into the SHTF theme movies. But I mean, look at all the prepping intel in here. Look, off-grid stuff. There's just loads of bits and pieces put in there by people. Protection, security, loads of advice and recommendations and great videos. Health and medicine. It's all in there, right? So it's a great source of information, as well as a great place to make friends and catch up with like-minded people. So please do take advantage of that. It took me a long time to build it, and everybody's put a lot into it to make it a great place to be, and the link is in the description for that. So if you can't do that, hit the like button while you're down there, right? So I have actually updated the Sigma Prepper website recently, yesterday, in preparation for the SHTF Intel. Now, on the SHTF Intel page, before we jump into the main SHTF Intel, which is coming up next. This was the update I made. You see the global threat analysis. I talked about this at length yesterday's show, so I thought I'd just give you a heads up on this bit first before we just do a brief SHTF Intel report coming up. Well, we won't get into this. But the things that we changed, the global conflict has gone up a few percent. The inflation economic crisis, just 1%, I think, and the totalitarianism went up a little bit. And we had the cyber attack, internet outage going ahead of the fuel shortages, and the national lockdowns has launched ahead recently as well, because of the new things going through with the WHO and the bits and pieces like that, with all of the other countries. So there's been some changes on there. Go and check it out when you've got some time. That's over on the sigmaprepper.com website. And of course, SHTF Intel page is where you'll find that information. So I have updated that recently, and brought it up to date more with what's actually going on in the world, right? It's disturbing, as is your best content, LOL. I'm not sure if I'm I got no idea, I'm lost. Very Christmas Day. Oh, I see. Are you talking about I don't know if you're talking about the bow tie now, Danger Bob, right? Leave the earth behind, that's it. Thank you, All American Prepper. Yes. So somebody should jump on. In fact, Sandy sent me didn't you send me a trailer to it, Sandy, on WhatsApp? That'd be a good thing for you to pop on there if you want, if no one else is going to do it. Yeah, so on the themed SHTF movies, definitely someone needs to get that one in there. And I will admit, I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so thank you so much to All American Prepper. Leave the Earth Behind. Have you seen it, All American Prepper? Let us know if you've actually seen it and what you think of it if you have. And anyone else who might have seen it as well, because we don't actually have Netflix here. We've got Amazon Prime, typically, me and Magic Hand or Mrs. Sigma Prepper. We usually watch a movie maybe on a Friday night, which is supposed to be tonight. I don't think I'll be done in time for us to watch a movie, but that was the plan, is our Friday nights. And so we only really watch a normal sort of box office-y type movie on a Friday. So Amazon Prime kind of fits the bill for that. But so we don't have Netflix, but our son is maybe changing his mobile phone package to include a free subscription of Netflix. So hopefully we can like cast that to the TV. And if we can, we'll be definitely the first thing we'll be watching is Leave the Earth Behind, right? So Daily Survival says, totally the bow tie, says Danger Bob. I love you, my man. Oh dear. Daily Survival says she saw it. What do you reckon? Yeah? Rule number 1, don't be doing a cooking and a typing at the same time, right? As Tonette can attest. Yeah? Oh, you've already posted it on there, have you, Crypto? Oh, good man. Let's have a look. Did you put it on there? Let's have a look. I didn't see it on there. Oh. Maybe it is on there. I didn't see it as it came in, man. I must have missed that as it went in. I'm not seeing it on there on the SHTF theme movies. I ain't not seeing it, nothing. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, this is it. I do apologise. You're absolutely right. This is it here, but the thumbnail wasn't the one I was expecting to see. And it doesn't play or anything, so there's no link to it. So we need a trailer is what we need, ideally, or a link to the main thing on it. It would be cool. So if you've already whacked something on there, then feel free to go and whack more on it, right? That'll be cool. So what we're going to do then is oh no, we're interrupting date night. Well, we are going live a bit earlier today, don't forget, tonight. It's like, instead of being 10 p.m, 11 p.m, it's like 8:37 p.m. So we're all right. Noel Marie's in the house, but driving, so don't be touching your phone because it's illegal and you get maced and tased, bro. Yeah? Don't be getting maced and tased, Noel. It's not a good look. Yeah? It's never a good look, right? But we had a great catch up last night, actually, on the after party. We actually had a pretty good after party last night on the SHTF Intel report with the VIP patrons, and Noel Marie was there. We had a great catch up, so thank you for that, Noel Marie. I really enjoyed our conversation, and Daily Survival and Sandy and everyone else that was there. So thank you so much. So what we're going to do then, we're going to get into our agenda and make sure we're following along nicely and not rambling along, and despite it being a super duper ultimate Sigma Prepper live show, the live show for preppers. SHTF Intel report is next then. While we're in there, we'll be also checking out some of your memes that we've had submitted over on the Discord server. And of course, stand by, because straight after that, we've got the Sigma Prepper quiz. And quick thank you as well to Crypto Sam, who's just updated his entry on the SHTF themed movies down here, which is the clapperboard icon. You'll see here, official trailer. That's more what I was expecting to see, dude. So yeah, great one. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. So there it is, Netflix, the Leave the World Behind, right? And I'm really keen to see it. So thanks for adding that on there. So should we get into it with the SHTF Intel report and see what's been hitting the fan? See what's been hitting the fan. Rude boy. Let's do it. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the SHTF Intel Global Analysis Report, here with your host, Andy, the Sigma Brother. Thank you so much for joining me. The news today, we're going to be reasonably glossing through. We did a pretty big one yesterday, in all honesty, so we should be... I've got a tiny, weeny little spider. Maybe it's a money spider. Is it? Should we pop it on our hand and make a wish? I wish we got epic sheets, bro. Right, off she goes. I think it might be a her. I'll hold my finger there so she can crawl off onto the table. I might have to give her a little blow. There she goes. So, thank you very much to the spider as well for joining us. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, and look, everyone, welcoming everyone into the house. And Noel Marie there just joined us. So thank you, everyone. So what, like I say yesterday, and by the way, All American Prepper, I wasn't aware that it was a book before, so thanks for the heads up on that one. Yeah, so like I said, I did make some updates on the main sigmaprepper.com website, and I did enhance and reconfigure a couple of these, but the actual order of them, the main top 5, have pretty much stayed intact. So like I say, if you want more on that, I did a pretty lengthy Intel report yesterday on the channel. So we won't spend too much time on that. In terms of the global analysis, I mean, we're going to avoid doing that as well in terms of headlines and things, because yeah, what we're going to do is instead we're just going to flop straight into the watches just to see what's going on with the earth changes and things. So you've got severe flood, flash flood. It's Southern California, millions under flood watch. Our Lafsme, I wonder if she's around today, because I worry if she's anywhere near this at all, or I could be way out in terms of where exactly she is. But yeah, I hope she's not caught up in that, or anyone else for that matter. We did look into the Icelandic volcano to see what that was up to, and it looks like that's kind of dying down a little bit, which is good to hear. So that's tended to be looking like it's going in the waning direction, because that was potentially going to be... I mean, there is this report here of a volcano eruption in Indonesia. I'm not sure whereabouts in Indonesia. I don't know if it's on one of the islands or something. Sumatra, that. And don't forget, Sumatra is what caused that massive tsunami back in the day, 2004. That emanated from Sumatra, Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. I was living in Asia, living in Thailand at the time when that happened. So, yeah, a lot of people are going to remember that one, right? Health hazard posed by volcanic ash. Look, individuals in a facility at Mount Merapi are urged to wear masks to cover their mouth and nose and use protective gear for their eyes and skin. These precautions are vital to prevent respiratory issues and other health problems. Locals are urged to safeguard clean water facilities from ash contamination, regularly clear roofs of volcanic ash accumulation to prevent structural damage. There's a lot to take in there, but yeah, if you live near a volcano, bear all of that in mind, because it'll be down to you to get it figured out on your own at the time. So let's look in on the solar flares and quakes briefly then, and we'll just see if there's anything happened since yesterday. And we have had a M-class 3.3 solar flare kicked off since then. That wasn't on there yesterday. So we will look at a sunspot summary and see what Guam on that and see who's responsible. But the two, you see, one of the sunspots, no, okay, so they're still in the same condition, the beta gamma magnetic class, this 3529, and there was this one as well, 3521, the slightly smaller one. But both of them have gone down. This one was on 5% chance of an X-class flare. Now it's 1%, so it looks like they're sort of dying down a bit, which is good. But this one here, just going off the limb, on the eastern limb, which is turning away from us, is what was responsible for both of those recent M-class solar flares. So we shouldn't have too much trouble from that. That's the one, look, now is showing a 5% X-class chance. So, but like you can see on the image there, it's the one that's turning away. So we'll have a look on the space weather prediction, and I wanted to look to see what the sunspot was looking like, because this is the thing that's been tracking the sunspots, and it's been riding way out, and you can see it's sort of coming back in line with normal levels. However, because of this pattern, I would suggest and perhaps assert that what we could be seeing here is this same pattern we see here back in 2012, where it suddenly was going way out of the margins and then suddenly dropped all the way down past the mean average where expected to be, and then back up. Now, what it could suggest is it's going to do the same as this one did, which is basically peter out. As you can see, that trend is it petering down, right? Now, this has already got higher than the last solar cycle 24, but the fact that it's dying off so early, we could be seeing a shortening of the solar cycle. Yeah. So it's kind of like just not peaking, not quite peaking. It's dying off before its peak, sort of thing, right? So we kind of need a healthy active sun, because it's the healthy active sun pummeling the Earth's magnetosphere that actually charges it up and makes it more bouncy and more able to sort of shield us from the cosmic rays and the nasty things like that. So you can imagine, without that activity, it means we don't have our magnetosphere perturbed in the way it needs to be to ensure that when the main big flares come, our magnetosphere is sort of like prompted and ready with energy to be able to deflect that and to, you know, to attenuate the cosmic rays. I mean, it can get complicated, but basically, trust me, it's not a good look if we don't have a healthy solar cycle of sunspots and activity, right? So that's that. Let's have a look at earthquakes then. So 43 earthquakes on the maps. It's about 10 more than usual. When we checked in yesterday, we determined that it was actually the extra that we would have more than we would normally have was actually largely responsible by a cluster in Japan. But it looks like it's only four. It's only 4 of those extra 10 that are made up there. So we have had quite a lot of activity in what do you call it? Puerto Rico, but it doesn't look like it could be. Yeah, see, that's the 7 of them right there. So they have got these in central Texas area, but again, there's not that many of them. There's only 3 there, so it's kind of spread about. Nothing too dramatic. It's not too far out of normal levels. So it doesn't look like there's in any unusual places. You'll probably find these ones are really shallow. If they are, sometimes they can just be fracking. You see this 5 kilometer one's most likely to be about 3.5 miles down is what they do for fracking, right? So that's that. And not much to report there in terms of the solar flares and quakes. So we've got good news stories as well, have we? I don't know, have we? That's a good point. No, we have. So we need the right tab open though. Hold on 5 secondo. Okie dokie. So there's only one good news story that I've got here, but that's okay. We can handle it. But before that, and then we've got memes, which is cool. But before that, let's have a look at the economic crisis and the crypto and see what's going on with that. And you can see here, Bitcoin's still doing the 43,000 bidney. And you can see Ethereum just taking a big old up. And I did notice when you look at the total market cap, this is still continuing to rise. It's not going to be long before it's going to be 1.7 trillion. There's 1.66 yesterday when reported. This is now 1.68. So that's another $200 billion that have entered the market for cryptos, right? New money coming in. So, yeah, it's not going to be long with its current trend continues, look, of it just going up, than the money coming in, yeah, we could see that pushing past 1.7, even 2 trillion by the new year. So we'll see how that pans out. Quick look at gold prices. 2,052 buckaroonies is how it ended at the end of trading on Friday. It will stay flatline for the next, what day is it today? Yeah, so that's going to be the end of it today. So 2,053 is what it is, and that's about. Let's have a look, see what it is on the year, just to see what. So 14% on the year. Year low 1,797, 1,800. So, you know, you wouldn't have done too badly. 14%. At least you're beating inflation, and what you'd get keeping it in the bank is basically the lesson to be learned there. We can do the same thing here with silver, but yeah, it's going to be a similar pattern. 1.4% up on the week, $24.12 what you're going to be paying for an ounce. Of course, that's the main spot price, not the actual minted price that you'd pay for a silver ounce, like a silver eagle, for example. There'll be a premium to be paid on that. But the raw spot price, 24 buckaroonies and 12 centaroonies. So we'll have a look on the year and see what a big increase is on that and see what you'd have been better off in. You would have been better off in gold. That's the lesson to be learned. Check it out. 1.85% on a year change. Yeah, so you're losing money on that because you're not even beating inflation, right? Which is about 50% at this point from the year, right? So 1.83%. Look, let's flick back to the gold so we can compare yearly change. 14%. The numbers don't lie, do they? Right? 14% in increasing with gold. 1.85%. That's nearly 10 times the return with gold versus silver. And funnily enough, there's less silver topsoil than there is gold, and it's more used in industry than gold is, and it's the most precious metal in engineering because it's the most reflective, the most thermal conductive, and lots of things, silver. And it has a lot of use with in medical as well in terms of sterilization and things. So it's weird because it seems to be costing the miners more to get silver topsoil than it's being sold for. So the price is being artificially held low, and low is an underestimate when you're talking about 1% increase in a year. Not a good look, is it? Not a good look. A lot of disappointed silver stackers out there, no doubt. Cheers to you nonetheless. Check it out, we've got a good news story. Only one. We'd like to have more for Christmas, but, I can't control the news. Only how I report it. So, today's good news story comes from Seminole, Florida. They're not spelling it right. Florida is how you spell it. 2 friends have surprised over 400 nursing home residents with Christmas gifts. Always nice to see. In 2017, Barbara Rotunda and Jean Terrell McDonald, 2 friends from St. Petersburg, decided to spread the holiday spirit by surprising residents at Nurses Helping Hands, a local nursing home, with Christmas gifts. Little did they know that this simple act of kindness would evolve into a heartwarming tradition and, ultimately, the creation of their non-profit organisation, Residents Hope. There they are there, look. What a lovely, lovely couple of ladies they look like. In their inaugural year, Rotunda and Terrell McDonald spent around 120 buckaroonies to provide Christmas gifts for 13 individuals at Nurses Helping Hands. The joy and gratitude they witnessed inspired them to embark on a more ambitious mission to bring the magic of Christmas to as many nursing home residents as possible. Fast forward to Christmas Day in 2022, last year, and a dynamic duo, these two, the dynamic duo achieved an incredible milestone. Rotunda and Terrell McDonald, through their non-profit Residents Hope, had the privilege of serving over 400 individuals across 5 different nursing homes. The exponential growth of their initiative was a testament to their unwavering commitment to making positive impact on the lives of those often overlooked during the holiday season. I do often wonder, how many of those elderly in nursing homes are just completely alone and don't have any visitors, don't get any Christmas cards, don't get anything. It's just nasty, right? This heartwarming success prompted Rotunda and Terrell McDonald to take their mission to the next level. In July 2023, they officially founded Residents Hope as a non-profit organisation, their flagship initiative, the Christmas Giving event, becoming the driving force behind their cause. Quote, our organisation reaches out to nursing home facilities, compiles a list of individuals in need at each facility, shops for personal gifts, elegantly wraps them with their signature bow, and ensures timely delivery so that the residents can enjoy Christmas presents, the founder shared. Isn't that nice? So thank you so very much to these 2 wonderful ladies, making other people's lives a place and a good thing to be. So thank you so much. And always like to see good news stories. So what we'll do then is we'll market manipulation 100%. Epic spider sheets. Heads of Streamlabs link. Thank you, my darling. So what we're going to do then is check out the memes then that we've had sent in, and we'll see what we think about that. So 3, 2, 1 memes. And again, if you've got some funny memes that are safe-ish, that are at least mildly safe for broadcast on YouTube, then please do pop them onto Discord. Well, I mean, put them on there anyway, and obviously I just filter them out when I choose the ones to show that are safest for YouTube. So please go and have some fun over there. Go and check out what other people have put on there. Some really great ones on there. Some of them I can't show on here, but the ones I will be are great ones. So thank you everyone who has contributed by sending in your memes over on a Discord server. Links in description if you haven't joined yet. It's completely free to do so, so a crime not to. Check this one out for Purple. Look, this is her own caption, so I've put that in there for her. Look. I see your Christmas and raise you a pumpkin snowball. Purple, for those who don't know, Purple Flurple is the resident Halloween representative of Halloween. So she's like super stoked every Halloween comes around, and that gets extended throughout most of the year for her. So really appreciate her with the snowball efforts, and a great caption. I see your Christmas and raise you a pumpkin snowball. She's like really super creative. You gotta love Perps. She makes some beautiful looking stuff. So yeah, let's have a look. Next up is from Daily Survival. Found this old pic of me in a Christmas play and just realised that my parents gave me a bong to take as a gift for baby Jesus. Classic. It isn't all. Look, is it or is it not a bong? Let me know in the chat. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know what a bong looks like. I don't even know what a bong is. But from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure the one in the middle is the one holding the bong. Let me know if I'm right in the chat. Sandy had one, but it wasn't safe, unfortunately. Father, no, look, my memes are safe. They wear condoms, like it. Well, the condom is me, innit? I suppose I gotta work out what's going to get the channel banned and what's not, right? Self-preservation, I think they call it. So, another one from Daily Survival. She was the meme maestro over the last. I did do the show last night and give you the heads up to say, you know, if you do have some memes, whack them on there, and we'll show everyone tonight. We had a few people put them on, but it was mainly Daily Survival, so thank you for your contribution. They want to work from home. Look, this is definitely something that's been going on for a while. A lot of people said they can't work from home anymore. Businesses are trying to bring them back because otherwise there's going to be no need for them to have offices, and it's going to collapse the commercial real estate market. But we're going to get into that because it's supposed to be the memes. So thank you, Daily Survival. This is a good one. For anyone else that's getting coal for Christmas, maybe we can link up and get the grill going or something. If absolutely feeling that, thank you so much, Daily. It's a great one. For anyone else that's getting coal for Christmas, maybe we can link up and get the grill going or something. Desperate measures, isn't it? I think we've already burned through half of our preps. Oh, this is brilliant. Chaos, thank you so much. AKA Crypto Sam. Really like this one. Everyone else, don't do that. Me, that. Really like that one. Classic. So really good one. Thank you very much, Chaos. And again, all of these have been added on the Discord server in the meme section, so you can do the same. Another one from Chaos. Look, my ducks are absolutely not in a row. I don't even know where some of them are, and I'm pretty sure one of them is a virgin. Oh yeah, really. Yeah. On occasion, I totally connect with that. Let me know in the chat if you're feeling it. And of course, another one from Chaos. Look, when I win the lottery, I won't say anything, but there will be signs. Look at the state of it. Oh man, it's got a real feline looking face, look. But wow, when I win the lottery, I won't say anything, but there will be signs. Definitely. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I'm not sure if Purple Flurple, I think, might be out Christmas shopping. So thank you so much for those that sent in the memes for this Christmas special last night on the Discord server. And of course, like I say, if you'd like to submit your own and have them shown to the whole wide world universe as we are right now, then please do that over on a Discord server. Links in the description, totally free to join, and great place to make friends, so go and do it. No excuses. Let's get back to the show. So, that's an idea. Make a proper day of it, innit? Thank you everyone for being here. So, where are we? Your memes. We are now back to the show. So, yes, I hope you've enjoyed the SHTF Intel for the special Christmas episode. Please hit the like button if you've liked it so far. And in the meantime, don't forget, we've got the Preppers quiz coming up next. So, let's get out of here then, and we'll get ourselves back to the main base camp in the Magic Forest in Christmas Woods. So, don't forget, quiz coming up. Welcome back. Welcome back. Bang on 9 p.m. here in the UK. Let us know what time it is for you and where you are in the world. Although I think I already know what time it is and what everyone is in the world, because I know everyone that's here in the chat. And looks like YouTube's doing its thing, not letting the show get out to anyone. I doubt anyone's really had many notifications going out at all. Plus, it's a pretty busy time of year as well. But we'll see what we can do with the actual what we've got. So, should be easy to win the Sigma Prepper quiz tonight because you've not got much competition out there. And we'll figure out who is the most awesome prepper out there as a result of your super duper knowledge and ting. So that's the idea. That's what we've got coming next. Just going to quickly catch up, make sure everyone's all happy in the chat. Please hit the like button if you haven't done already. And again, thank you so much to Danger Bob for your super chat type thing. So much, very appreciated and needed and required and desperate for. So thank you so very much, man. I really appreciate you. And thank you to everybody else who supported the channel in your way. And tonight, 4 p.m, I am unfortunately in Kentucky, USA. Unfortunately in Kentucky. Are you not a big fan of Kentucky, Tanet? Yeah? If you could be anywhere in the United States, what state would you like to be in, Tanet, if it's not Kentucky? Tell me. Tell me. So what we got coming up then is the Sigma Prepper quiz, and I'm not even sure if we've got enough people live to be able to even play, but we'll do it anyway just to see what happens, right? Just for a laugh. So let's have a look then. Sigma Prepper quiz, are you ready? Let's do it and let's get into it. Sigma Prepper quiz. Good luck, everyone. Oh, cheers. Yes, indeed. Oh, look, we've got Carolyn Rose just waking up. Morning yawn stretch, look, because she's in Australia, mate. So welcome, my darling. Merry Christmas to you from Sigma Prepper. So Sigma Prepper quiz then. A, B, C, D, multiple choice. You know how it is. This is what we're playing for, the Ultimate Prepper Award. It's going to be 7 multiple choice survival type questions. And what you're looking at doing is to be figuring out what's the correct answer from multiple choice A, B, C, D. So it's general prepper survival info is the topic tonight. And this is how you play. Don't be going through one by one each question, putting in what you think the answer is one by one each letter. Instead, wait until we get to the last question number 7. When you see all questions, just enter them into your chat as you go, and then you should have one string of 7 characters. Not exactly this, but something like this of your answers. And then when it's time, and you've seen question number 7, bang it in there, and it should look like this on the other end if you would like to play along. And whoever gets the mostest, the quickest, is the winnerist, is how it works. So good luck, everybody, and get ready. And don't forget, a 7 out of 7 is going to get you the Ultimate Prepper Award role on Discord server as well, right? So don't forget. Don't be answering ABC as we go. Just put them into your chat and then wait till you've got all 7 before you whack them in. So let's do it then. Let's get into the questions for this Christmas special survival quiz. Are you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. Are you sitting? I put out my answers yesterday. Oh dear. So here we go then. What is the weight of ammunition and archery arrow tips measured in? What is the weight of ammunition and archery arrow tips measured in? Is it A, grams? Is it B, newtons? Is it C, grains? Or is it D, sand? What's the weight of ammunition and archery arrow tips measured in? Is it A, grams, B, newtons, C, grains, or D, sand? Question number 2. Which of these battery technologies has the highest self-discharge rate? So if you just leave the battery alone without doing anything to it, which one's going to discharge itself and run out the quickest without even having anything connected to it? It's a thing. Which of these battery technologies has the highest self-discharge rate? Is it A, AGM lead acid battery, like your car battery, like your RV kind of battery? Is it B, lithium polymer, LiPo battery? Is it C, lithium ion batteries, like in a Tesla car? Or is it D, lithium phosphate cells? LiFePO4. So out of these 4, which one is going to discharge itself the quickest and the first, given nothing connected to it? Is it A, lead acid, B, lithium polymer, C, lithium ion, or D, lithium phosphate? Question number 3, more than halfway there. If someone is suffering, nearly halfway there, if someone is suffering with hypothermia, which of the following should not be given? If someone's suffering from hypothermia, which of the following should not be given? Is it A, hot chocolate? Is it B, peanuts? Is it C, raisins, or D, coffee? So you've got someone who's got hypothermia, they're going to need something, they're going to need some of these, but which one are they definitely not going to want? Is it A, hot chocolate, B, peanuts, C, raisins, or D, coffee? Boom, question number 4. Now we're definitely more than halfway there. Which of the following fuel sources require a carbon monoxide detector for safe operation? Which of the following fuel sources require a carbon monoxide detector for safe operation? Is it A, paraffin, B, butane, C, propane, or D, all of them? A, paraffin, B, butane, C, propane, or is it D, all of them? Question number 5. Given an equal diameter, which cordage rope provides the lightest and strongest ridge line? You know, like a ridge line to hang a tarp from. So given an equal diameter, which cordage material provides the lightest, strongest ridge line? Is it A, nylon, B, Dyneema, C, polyester, or is it D, polypropylene? Given an equal diameter, which cordage provides the lightest and strongest ridge line? Is it A, nylon, B, Dyneema, C, polyester, or D, polypropylene? Number 6, the penultimate question. Which of the following is not recognized type of skin suture technique? Which of the following is not a recognized type of skin suture technique? Is it A, Brummel, B, continuous, C, interrupted, or is it D, subcutaneous? So which of these is not a skin suture technique? Is it A, Brummel, B, continuous, C, interrupted, or D, subcutaneous? Get ready, because number 7's coming up, and when you see the next question, you'll have all 7 answers to paste in to see how well you have done. So coming up, final question. Here we go. Good luck. Question number 7. On the Sigma Prepper website, you might have even seen it tonight on the show. On the Sigma Prepper website, what is said to be eaten on sticks in an SHTF if you're not prepared? On the Sigma Prepper website, what is the animal said to be eaten on sticks in SHTF? Is it A, rats? Is it B, squirrels? Is it C, snakes? Or is it D, cats? What could you potentially end up eating, as it says on the Sigma Prepper homepage website, if you're not prepared in an SHTF? Is it A, rats, B, squirrels, C, snakes, or D, cats? And with that, my absolute beauties, you need to get your answers in, and of course I don't need to say it twice because they are pouring in. Even the limited number of peeps with us tonight live, they're still streaming in, so thank you so much for playing along, everyone. And we'll see how well you've done. We need to obviously, we'll go through the answers, and I'll reveal each of the answers as we go, and we'll determine who is the winner of all winners for this Christmas special Sigma Prepper quiz. And I say time is up. The time isn't up. You can still get your answers in for the next. Although we've got another 3 more, just went boom, boom, boom. So we've got Tanette next. So the order of events is Day of Survival, then it's Carolyn Rose, then it was Sandy, then it's Miss Worm, then Tanette, then Kaza, then All American Prepper. That's the order of events so far. Once we start seeing the answers, which is what's coming up now, it'll be too late to put your answers in. There is about a 15 to 30 second delay usually on the YouTube live from when I say it to it actually comes out of your screen, so I have to allow for that time. So let's move on then with the answers and have a look and see how well you did. So question number 1, what is the weight of ammunition and archery arrow tips measured in? Let's see, looks like nearly everybody here, everybody had C. Grains. Boom. Absolutely right. Well done, everybody. 100% strike rate, which is what I like to see. Question number 2, which of these battery technologies has the highest self-discharge rate? I think we've had this one before, so there shouldn't be any excuses. I like to throw some previous ones in just to see if anyone retains anything from these, right? So question number 2 is talking about the battery technology. Which one is going to run out the first when discharge itself out of thin air by itself? Anyone who's left your car sitting on the drive, even with nothing connected to it, there is a matter of time before your car battery just will run itself out, even though you're not using it for anything, right? And the answer to that is lead acid, which is what most people have as their off-grid battery bank, is lead acid. So you need to bear that in mind. If they're not continually being topped up, they just drain themselves down. And if you let them drain below a certain point, you'll destroy your batteries. So it's really important to know this stuff and to keep it cool and keep them topped up and charged. These other battery technologies, not so much. All lithium type cells are pretty good at retaining their charge over quite a long period. There's nickel metal hydride's actually one of the best, but we won't get into that. But yeah, so good one that. So well done to those that got that one right. It looks like Sandy got that right with A, so did Daily Survival. Miss Worm had that right with A as well, so nicely done. And All American Prepper, so good to see. Question number 3 then was, if somebody is suffering from hypothermia, which of the following should not be given? So this is question number 3, and looks like a lot of people had D there. Look, D, coffee, and that is exactly right. Yes, the caffeine is not what you want with hypothermia, because it's the opposite of what you want it to do to the blood flow. Ideally something sweet with calories in it, energy, quick energy, like hot chocolate's considered quite a good way to go. If you have the choice, hot chocolate would be my recommendation, not coffee, or definitely not alcohol as well. Alcohol and coffee, absolute no-nos with hypothermia. So you know when you see in the movies and they're giving them like a shot of rum to warm them up, it's like, no, don't do that. Question number 4 then, which of the hold on, let me see how well people did on that one, because I'm interested to know. Oh, it's good actually. Yeah, I mean virtually everybody got that one right, so in those that didn't, take note if you ever come across someone with hypothermia. So question number 4, which was about the carbon monoxide detector, and of course obviously all of them require you to have a carbon monoxide detector. They all release high levels of carbon monoxide, and if you haven't got enough ventilation, then you could be doing yourself a harm, and you can't, it's tasteless, smellless, and so you won't know that the carbon monoxide is there, which is why you need a detector to even know if you're giving it enough ventilation. Mrs. Sigma Prepper was cooking in the kitchen. We don't have an extractor fan in our kitchen. We just open the window in the kitchen, and you know, after only like 20 minutes of having the oven on and something on the hob, and I happened to notice on the carbon monoxide detector it was showing like 28 parts per million or whatever it is, rather than 0. So it's just a prompt to want to get the window open. That wouldn't matter whether you're using butane, propane or paraffin. They all release carbon monoxide, so do bear in mind. It's really important to know, because you can really do yourself in. You won't even know you're being poisoned. So question 5, that's why it's called the silent killer, right? Question 5 was, given an equal diameter, which cordage provides the lightest, strongest ridgeline? Tricky one this, but it's important to know, because you need to be making choices in how you're going to be tying stuff up if you think you're going to be bugging out into the woods or camping out or trying to get away from the big cities out of Dodge and stuff. So Daily Survival, be interested to see what you had there for question number 5, third from the end, B there, Dyneema. Carolyn Rose going for nylon. Sandy there going for polypropylene. But in fact, the correct answer is indeed Dyneema. It's super strong, super lightweight. I use Dyneema throughout all of my rigging, even my hammock. Whoopee sling is made of Dyneema. It's extremely lightweight. It coils up really, really small, and it's like 10 times the strength of steel, weight for weight, in terms of. So yeah, Dyneema is the stuff to get. It's very commonly found on expensive yachts and things. They tend to have all of their lines in Dyneema. So yeah, definitely that's the way to go. Question number 6 then, we had which of the following is not a recognized type of skin suture technique? I've been studying skin suturing. I'll touch on that maybe in the Prepper's Progress, which we've got coming up next. Which of the following is not recognised type of skin suture technique? Stitching up skin. This is an important skill to learn if you want to be prepared, because of course you have to assume the hospitals, if shit really hits the fan and it's, you know, civil unrest going on everywhere, the hospital power supply, backup generators stop working and staff stop turning up to the hospitals to work because it's getting gnarlier and gnarlier. There is going to be no one else to stitch up your wounds but you and your family members, right? So bear that in mind. It's worth learning just for the worst case scenario. And so Brummel is the one here that's the odd one out. That's not a suturing technique. Brummel is actually a knot. I have to make up all of the answers as well for these questions, but Brummel is a knot, a type of knot. Whereas a continuous suture, an interrupted suture, and a subcutaneous suture are all actual certain ways of stitching up the skin to achieve different things depending on, you know, things like where that skin is, if it's on a stretched bit of skin or something, or if it's quite a deep gash that's under stress, then there's different stitches that you would use for different things, right? It's something that I really want to do, a big sort of SHTF scenarios, a full-on show, and learning in the lab with Sigma Prepper I'd like to do, and show some suturing techniques that I've been learning and will be learning more of until I'm proficient. So yeah, these are the three to look up. I think the continuous is the one that most people go with as a suture, no pun intended. Question number 7 then, so this is it. This will let us know how well you did. Tonette had the battery one right and then changed. Did you get second guess itis? Did you get second guessing yourself itis? Yeah. Self-doubt-itis, is it? Bit of that. So number 7 then, sometimes we have a Sigma Prepper sort of branding specific question just to see how well you know Sigma Prepper the brand. And this is on the Sigma Prepper website. What is said to be eaten on sticks in SHTF? It's like a branding, sort of like a strap line for Sigma Prepper. And it's, yeah. Don't be sitting around a campfire eating squirrels on sticks when the shit hits the fan, right? You want to be eating nicely prepared food. So squirrels is the answer. You should be. I expect everybody to have had B as your last answer. And yes, indeed, it does look like everybody. Except the All-American Prepper who had cats. Not cats on sticks. That would be a funny look, wouldn't it? A cat on a stick. Oh, dear. But yeah, I thought of caffeine, but so does hot chocolate. Yeah, it's just talking about the hypothermia one. So now here, look, we had a very close call with carbon monoxide many years ago. The flue that got closed. Yeah, it's bad news, man. A locked Brummel is a knot. A locked Brummel. I used to have a piece of Dyneema here somewhere with a locked Brummel on it. But yeah. So, and that then means that your final answers should have been, to get a perfect score, would be C-A-D, D-B-A-B. C-A-D-D-B-A-B is the entirely correct answer. And I'll tell you what, check it out. Before I even look down the list, the very first answer from Daily Survival is Lich. Is Lich it, isn't it? Yeah? And you were the only person. Oh, Miss Worm looked so close, like she had it perfectly, but it was optically deceiving. But well done, everybody's done pretty well. But yeah, that's an absolute perfect answer there for Daily Survival. So nicely done, my darling. Let's hear it for Daily Survival. Daily Survival, 7 out of 7. Ultimate win. What can I say? Well done. absolutely perfect score. And totally in there. Whoop whoop, first ever 7 out of 7 at Zero Prepper. She says in the chat's giving her full respect. And whoop whoop, first ever 7 out of 7 at Zero Prepper. She says she's been, you know, she's taking the respect. What a legend. Nicely done. Great one to win as well. Kazu was so close, look. Squished cats on sticks, isn't it? I would love to see those as stream techniques. Oh yeah, we'll get into that as well. Definitely on American Prepper. But yeah, nicely done, Day Survival. And again, it's nice. We haven't done a... Oh, you read it as toffee, not coffee. Well done though, Day Survival. I really wasn't sure how well we get on tonight with the numbers, but it's the first answer in there as well, so that was impossible for anyone to beat because she was straight in there with that. But nicely done, and again, one of our moderators, so respect due, my darling. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful moderator as well over this 2023, and I really appreciate everything you've done for the channel and everybody else watching. So thank you to everyone who played along with that. Well done to everyone who gave it a go. And I would look to do more Sigma Prepper live shows, our full live show, including the quiz, on a weekly basis. But of course, it's very costly to do, and you know, we need to build the channel up more people so we can make it more exciting. But it's been a great show with the quiz. Let's get back to the main show then tonight, because we've got lots of stuff more to get through. Thank you again to everyone playing along, and well done again, Daily Survival. And don't forget, hit the like button. Let's get back to base camp. Let's do it. Nicely done. Well done. And here we are back in the Magic Forest for our Christmas special with your host, Andy. Humbled to accept this award. Very well received too. Thank you so much. And again, we've got to keep making sure we're not missing anything, but we're getting through. We got some Preppers Progress, which I wasn't sure if we were going to actually do today or not, because we didn't really get any Preppers Progress sent in. We used to do it so that you would email in your progress images of stuff that you've bought or stuff that you've made or stuff that you've figured out, and we can share it with other people to give them inspiration and ideas. But it was a bit lastminute.com, me, and I've only just set up a new this is the Discord server. The link is in the description below, and on here we've got the Preppers Progress area. But I've only just made this room as a new room, right? So we can start getting it done on here rather than people having to email me. It's much easier on Discord. You can just, you know, drag your photos in there like you do on the memes. You know, you can just add your pictures on there. It's nice and easy. So we can share your progress and stuff on there. So that's the way to do it. I might have to put some in there to get it started off, but anyone can start that off. Just, you've got to be brave enough to be the first is all. So get yourself sorted out on there. This is the start of the Preppers Progress channel. Add your Preppers Progress photos to be included on the show live with your progress to share, right? So that's what we'll be getting into next. And since that's new and we haven't had any submissions so far, we'll do it as a... well, I'll just go through some of my own stuff. We'll see what was on there from last time, shall we? So let's get into it then. Preppers Progress. Time to get into that and have a look and see how people have been getting on, including me. And especially since I put so much effort into this segment, it just seems a shame not to use it. Oh dear, I haven't seen this segment for so long. I forget how many hours I spent on all the animations and sound effects. But anyway, so share your progress, and yeah, this is we did had some peeps send in their progress from before. This is from Amphir, so thank you to those that sent in the progress before. This was extreme focus there. Look. So yeah, thank you to those that sent in your progress. So there's Daily Survival there, Hotspot, rocking about there on a tablet, and lovely. So what I'm going to do is I could do with having full screen, to be honest, but I'll show you. So let's get back to the theme, Bob. because I'd rather be full screen so I can show you some bits and pieces. But that's what it would normally look like. So if you'd like to sort of show off some of your kit, even if you want to do it anonymously or whatever, it's fine, with some made up name if you want, just let us know. But just add it on Discord, there's the room, and let us know some of your stuff. And inspire others, you know, maybe something you've hashed together yourself that anyone can do with bits and pieces they've got lying around. It doesn't have to be any super duper, super expensive thing that you've got. But a couple of things that I'll just update you with. Some of the things I've been working on recently. Again, I did do an update show recently where I talked about my new water kit loadout with a new electric pump running off USB-C power delivery that I built for it. And I need to do a live review of that, how it's going to work, taking it down the lake. But it's essentially, in a nutshell, it's just an electric pump which usually runs on 12 volt. So rather than having to drag 12 volt batteries around, I've made this, I've got a circuit here which takes USB-C power delivery like my USB battery banks have, and it boosts it up to actually 15 volts to run this pump off a USB battery bank, right? And it's so efficient, it can basically suck water out of the pond or out of a lake with some pretty decent length of tubing, which I keep in this other pocket. Just as a brief overview, some of you have seen this already. So I've got this silicone hose here, and you'll see I've got a filter. There's like a stainless steel gauze, and I just put a marble in there to weigh it down. And so the idea is that that will dunk in just below the scum surface of the river or the lake or the pond, and that will be, it will suck up. This is about a meter, 3 foot, 4 foot long. And I've color coded these red because these are the dirty tubing that's going in the lake before it's been filtered. And there's a few extra lengths in that pocket of tubing and things that I can use for different things. And then of course another pipe that goes from the pump to the filters, which I keep in these pockets here. So I've got a Sawyer mini filter here in this one. And then there's a carbon filter in there, and it literally, the pump pumps it straight through the two filters and straight into my clean container. And so in this pocket here I keep the tubing that is coming out of it that's blue. So this is the clean water that's coming out, so I don't contaminate the tubing and I don't mix up which is which, right? So I've got the clean water pocket and I've got the dirty water pocket with the red hose in it. And also in this clean pocket, I've got the syringe for backwashing the filter. And then here I've got a digital water meter that shows the pH value, the total dissolvable solids and some things like that, right? And there's some other bits and pieces going on here, but that's essentially one of the things that I redid after my recent camp this year that I did, my solo camp. And for those that haven't seen it, in this pocket here is my main clean canteen, and there's a Tatonka cup in there as well, along with a few other bits and pieces like a titanium long spoon and some other things. So I've basically remodeled this recently and included the feature of the electric pump that runs from the USB PD, which actually brings me on to another thing that I've improved on this year as well, which is more of a miniature, a smaller battery bank. So this is the main one that I take with me on my bushcraft camps. So one of the main changes I've made here is I switched the cables out to be red, so I don't lose them on the ground and things like this. So I've got a few bits and pieces here. This is a special 12 volt converter for USB-C, turns it into 12 volts. So I've just got a 12 volt output in the usual DC connector. There's things like this USB LED light, which is pretty cool. Let's take the battery bank out here. So this is a PD compatible, so with a USB-C power delivery. So we've got this, which is pretty handy, and you just touch it and it will glow up, and then touch it again and it will fade down. But you can also press and hold and you can adjust how bright it is, yeah? So you can dim it down and then you can dim it up again. Yeah, and then just touching it turns off. So these are really handy. So I like these, pretty cheap. Just a little G circuit board. So that sits in there. And then also in here, I've got my own custom ham radio charger, which looks like this. So this is a fast charger for Baofeng type ham radios. So this is again just a little socket I made, and this is what goes into the side. This is USB-C. So again, I would just use one of these USB-C to USB-C cables on the battery bank, yeah, which will then power this into a typical ham radio. If you have the extended battery here, what you'll notice is there's actually a charging port here, yeah, which this fits into. So that plugs into there. And then I can actually, you can still use your radio. It doesn't have to be sitting in a charger. Just plug that into USB-C. It's just a circuit board I made up myself, right? But plug it into USB-C and basically you're charging at about 5 times the speed as the base charger, which is perfectly safe with these extended batteries. So that's worth knowing. So that's like a fast charger for a ham radio that I always keep in there as well. This is just in this top pouch here. That they all go into. I've also got this is a little watt meter, a tiny little watt meter. Again, plug a USB into here, and then when whatever you plug into here, it will show you how many watts you're consuming, so you can calculate your battery time and stuff like that, right? I'm not sure if it's going to light up when it hasn't got anything plugged into it. Don't think it does. And then I've got some bits and pieces like these magnetic tips, which have got 3 different types. It's a very compact way of keeping. And then again, I've got one of these where you've got different tips that you can put on. This is the iOS one, and you just got, again, USB-C out your battery bank. And this is rotatable as well. So I've got, then again, it's red, so I'm not going to lose it, right? So that's the sort of stuff I've got in there. And again, these ones here are compatible with these tips. So again, I've got about 7 different options with only like 4 cables, right? Because of the way that works. So that's, I've redone all that and replaced a few bits over time. Most of them are all bits I already had. I had a lot of different cables here, but now I've got like 3 short ones and 2 long ones, and virtually given myself every option there is in that very small area. And again, that's the same battery that I will use to just go USB-C straight into that pump that you saw, the water pump, and that will run that super top speed, right? Talking about 1 litre a minute of pure water going in, so already filtered, right? So that's what I've been working on with that. A few other things as well that I've been messing around with, right? The other thing, ages ago, I ordered these ages ago, and they arrived ages ago. These little skin-coloured ears that I was looking for, because the idea is to build a zombie necklace, right? Cut the ears off, then make them look real, put some blood on them and that, and then thread them through a necklace. And it's a great deterrent if shit hits the fan and it's all getting gnarly, right? If you're just standing on your front garden wearing a necklace of like ears that have got blood on them, I don't think they're going to worry about it. They're probably going to move on next door. So that's the idea of that one. Let me know if you'd be interested in one of them, a zombie necklace with cut off ears, just going around the necklace with bits of blood on them. And I would sort of colour them all slightly differently. This one is actually not a bad skin colour as well. It would look like sort of dead skin, so that they both might work quite well with maybe 5 or 6 of them on there, but these are quite expensive. But let me know what you think about the zombie necklace, just for a laugh. But here's the other thing as well, look, like I was showing you on, like we talked about on the prepper quiz, I talked about the suturing, right? So I bought this kit really cheap, right? Check it out. This is a full-on skin suturing kit, which includes all the tools you need, yeah? I mean, I've got most of these things individually. There's a few specialist tools here, which I didn't have, which is nice. These I didn't have. And a few other bits and pieces. I mean, I'm a precision engineer, electronic engineering and stuff as well. So I kind of have lots of different types of tweezers and lots of fancy types of pliers and long nose pliers. But it's nice to have a kit all rocking in one for learning and for using in real life. And the whole kit was like less than $20, I think. And what you also get with it is a bunch of different filaments that you can learn to suture with, right? So there's like monofilament, nylon, you've got polypropylene, you've got silk braided, yeah. You got this is some more polypropylene, you've got polyester braided. So you even get a bunch of different types of suturing thread, which includes the needles in there already attached to the threads, right? So learning's like really easy. And then as an optional extra, you can get the actual skin. Now this is great because it gives you all these cuts already, look. They're already put into it. You can see some of these are wider than others, so they're going to require more technique to get them to close versus more simple lines. And of course you start getting into dodgy looking cuts like this where you've got to need to learn other techniques, right? And you'll see this is actually a dual epidermal layer skin as well, because there's some suturing that you need to do where you need to actually take the needle right in the deep layer. If it's a really deep gash and it's maybe some skin that's under tension, you're going to need to get the needle really deep in there into this pink epidermal, subepidermal layer. Is some of the techniques you're going to have to learn. But this is something I'd like to share with people and to get it all figured out to the point where I feel confident I can teach others in the way that I like to teach people, which a lot of people say they quite enjoy learning the way that I teach. So if I can figure it out to a competent level enough, I'm really keen to share my experience and share some of the things that I've learned with you, and we can learn together. Because I do think suturing is a really good technique to learn, and I think anyone can learn it. And I do think it's an important skill to have because, like I say, I think in a crisis, you know, you can't be relying on going to the hospital, and the difference between being able to stitch something up or not could be the difference between, you know, you losing a limb or not, right? So you know, a cool little box that comes in. Look, it was like literally $20 or something, which I thought was great value. And you know, you can't really put a value on education and something that could save someone's life. So I thought, you know, that's cool to have and to use, to learn to. And I looked it up. There's loads of great videos, loads of great YouTube videos from like really well experienced surgeons and things that show you some of the most scar-free techniques that they've learned over the years. So I'm able to potentially learn from the best as well, which is great. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. Alcohol wipes, a bucket would be needed. Definitely a good idea. Didn't a dude in The Walking Dead have one? You talking about the necklace with the ear necklace? Yeah, yeah. Someone said that to me, but I never watched The Walking Dead, so I'm not familiar with that. But yeah, is Tonette? Who's Kaza? I'm trying to keep up with everyone in the chat. So lovely to see you, Tonette. Thank you for being with us. All American Prepper's up for the suturing thing. Definitely got to figure that out. Me and All American Prepper, it's obviously like a bit crazy at the moment during Christmas, but we're going to be hooking up, doing a collab together, and I'll be going on his channel and he'll be coming on here as well. We'll have some great chats as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll reach out to you again on Discord and we'll just keep in touch that way as well as we go, American Prepper, yeah. So thank you for that. But yeah, that's some of the things that I wanted to share with the Prepper's Progress from me over the last sort of few months that I've been looking at, what I've been working on, what I've been refining. There's also the solar panel. I've got a new smaller solar panel that I've got figured out with a new charge controller. I did mention that on my update video last month. But again, I need to wait until now we're past the winter solstice, so we'll actually start getting enough daylight as time goes on to be able to demonstrate that for you properly. And I still need to do for final tests on the solar panel system I'm building. Not my main off-grid one that I've got here, but a small one that's portable for like solo bushcraft. That's, you know, big enough to actually make a difference and be usable. But nothing's usable in the way the weather we got in the UK at the moment, especially with the sunrise not until 8 o'clock in the morning and the sunset happening at 3:45, 3:45 in the PM, like before anything's even happened. So people are getting out of work, getting out of the office, it's dark, and when they're getting in the office, it's dark. Imagine that. What a wonderful life. So yes, we'll see what we've missed and what we've forgotten. Please hit the like button if you're liking it, if you haven't liked it already. And yes, and we have made it to the end of our Christmas special. And well done again to everybody who played along with the Sigma Prepper quiz. Thoroughly enjoy always putting them together. We'll look at having more of those going forward. And of course, I'd really like to do these on a monthly, really. As a bare minimum, and once the channel builds up and becomes a bigger subscriber base and things, it would be good to do them more regularly with actual prizes to be won and everything like that, right? So I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do so much of an after party. I did say to Mrs. Sigma Prepper that we'd be done by about 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we'd made really good time tonight. I'm really pleased about that. I'm glad I've managed to come and see you guys. Doesn't Sigma look absolutely super handsome with his hat on there? Let us know what you think about his Santa hat. And of course, we got the red bow tie and our garland down the bottom in our magical forest here on Christmas. So thank you so much, everyone who's joined me today. And thank you again to everyone who's supported this channel, all of our VIP patrons, anyone who's ever liked the videos, and of course, Danger Bob for being such a super duper dude. Daily Survival, thank you again for your friendship and for your wonderful moderation as the moderator of all moderators for this channel. I really appreciate you, and a great moderator over on Discord as well, keeping it all clean and healthy. So thank you for everything you've done, and Sandy and all of our other moderators. So thank you so much. It's a great team effort. Do, as I say, get yourself over on the Discord server and join that if you haven't already. It's a great place to be. So I think what I'll do is I'll maybe, since we can rock and roll now, and if there's anybody about who wants to check in with me on the after party, perhaps we can do that just for like 10 minutes or something while I finish up and that. And then if anybody wants to get in there and talk amongst yourselves while I get on with the other things and get all this stuff packed away, then you're welcome to do so. But we'll pop in there, we'll have a little cup of tea together, as at least we can say we've had an after party. Thank you to everybody who did the super chats yesterday, the Streamlabs. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate your support this time of the year. And yeah, so that has been the Sigma Prepper live show, the live show for preppers. Thanks for feeding the links in Daily Survival, and loving Sigma Wolves festive hat. And it looks quite, I spent ages on the drop shadows and things to try and make it look reasonably realistically like he's actually wearing it, right? I spend way too long on these things, but never mind. But I hope you've appreciated the show today. It takes a lot of time to put all these things together, so I do appreciate your support. Thank you so much, American Prepper. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. We'll do a few things over Christmas period. Maybe not Christmas Day or something, but I'd like to pop in and say hi. And perhaps we'll catch up on Discord on Christmas Day as well. So just on Discord or something, just to say hi, everyone. But we'll figure it out. Maybe do something on Boxing Day or the day after as well. So don't want to leave you hanging. It'd be lovely to catch up with you and make sure everyone's okay and having a good time over Christmas. So we'll go and have a quick catch up over on the Discord server and the VIP catch up if you're up for it. And happy Christmas to everybody. You've been an absolute wonderful bunch, and I've thoroughly enjoyed serving you all through 2023. And so with that from me, Andy the Sigma Prepper, you've been a wonderful bunch. Love, peace and progress to the pack.